Alright, I think it's finally time. Yes, the moment you have all been waiting for. I think it's time we talk just a bit about the man, the myth, the legend, not Bigfoot, Dave. Yes, that's right. We're going to be talking about Dave. I mean, Dave, there's just so much I could say about him. Dave, I mean, he's just such an amazing guy. I love Dave. Dave is who we should all aspire to be. He's my role model. He's your role model. If he's not your role model, I mean, what are you doing? He should be your model. Let's be realistic here. I mean, come on. In any case, Dave, he's nice to people. I mean, who wouldn't want to be nice to people unless you're a bully, this family friendly. Unless you're a freaking bully, why wouldn't you want to be nice to people? I mean, if you don't support Dave and him being nice to people and caring for people and being kind to them, then I don't know what kind of monster you are. I mean, how can you sit there and say Dave is a bad person? Well, you're being mean to people. I mean, saying Dave is a bad person is literally being mean. And it's hurting the feelings of Dave, it's hurting the feelings of me, it's hurting the feelings of all my friends, because me and all my friends absolutely love and adore Dave with all our hearts, even if some people are less nice to Dave. I still hold out hope for the world, even though some people can, be horrible. But in any case, I'm sure that all my fans, all my loyal, dedicated fans, absolutely love Dave. Because I mean, like I said, he's just an amazing guy. It's so hard to put into words how cool and awesome and supportive and positive Dave really is. So yeah, anyway, continuing on with Dave. So he's kind and he helps people. We did already go over this, but let's dive deeper into that and talk about what that really means. When I say he is kind, I mean that Dave is so amazingly consistent in everything he does by being kind. I mean, like, you could just be standing looking at a door, confused and hurt. And then Dave would open that door and he would say, "Hey, walk through." And then you would get to walk through. You wouldn't be confused. You wouldn't be hurt anymore. Because Dave opened that door. And he would do that for anyone. It wouldn't just be for me. It would just be for my friends and for all my fans who love Dave. Even the people who hate Dave, who despise him, who are mean to people. To close and slam doors on people. Dave would still open the door for those people because Dave loves people and everyone. Because Dave is just so consistent and kind like that. I don't even understand how Dave does it. It's just really inspiring. I think we should all be like Dave in that aspect. The other thing is Dave, he donates to everyone, all the people, except the corrupt and bad people. He tries to lead them in the right direction, but he doesn't donate to them until he has led them in the right direction, which he can obviously do. Because I mean, don't doubt how amazing Dave is. I mean, Dave could drive like a lot of people onto the right path and then take that horrible thing, make it good, and say, "Hey, here's money now because you're good now and you listen to me, so here's this money." I mean, who couldn't love that? It's Dave. I mean, come on, man. You see, Dave is such a nice person. Like I said, he'll open door. He'll donate and give money, kind of like Mr. Beast. I love Mr. Beast. even if there's controversy. But you know who doesn't have controversy? Dave. That's right. Dave is awesome. Because, I mean, what are you gonna do if you don't have Dave? Everybody needs, like, just a little bit of Dave. Because, I mean, Dave... Okay. Just imagine. There's you. You're, like, taking a walk down the street. And then a water buffalo comes and tramples you. And, since it's yours, it's a blue water buffalo. And so it comes and tramples you. It stomps onto you. And then you, like, basically die. Now, if we take away Dave from the equation, then now you're probably gonna die. I'm gonna be honest. If your blue water buffalo comes and tramples you out of nowhere while you're just walking down the street, you're done for. I'm sorry. I don't want it to be true, but it is. That's just the whole of it. But now let's take Dave. Let's just put him back into the equation. Alright, now that we have Dave in the equation, on the street you're dying because of the water buffalo. And then Dave comes. Dave walks up and says, "Hey." And then you see you can't see it right now because everything is pitch black and I'm blind. But he gives you a thumbs up. He just gives you that thumbs up and says, "Hey, I'm Dave, and it's gonna be alright." Now you're probably gonna be fine because Dave's there. He's probably gonna, like, I don't know, make you okay, I think. I haven't ever been bleeding out because of a water buffalo attack on the street. To be honest, I'm sorry for my fans. If you want to, you can cancel me on Twitter. I kind of deserve it now. But don't cancel Dave, because Dave does not deserve to be canceled. You see, Dave, he's really cool. He's a really cool guy. He's a really cool guy. Like, he'd help you. Like, in that example, I think that, like, starts to give you a slight, just like a tiny little bit of an understanding of, like, how amazing Dave is. Because the best part is he probably brought, like, what's that thing? Gauze. He probably gave you some gauze, knowing Dave. Well, I don't actually know. Well, he probably bring gauze for you just to help you up. Just to help you. Cause water buffaloes. So he carries gauze for people. I don't know anybody else who does that. All my friends, me, all my fans, well, I don't know about my fans because they're awesome. But, like, everyone I personally have met, they don't just carry around gauze unless they have, like, a med kit or something like that has gauze in it, or a backpack. But they only take that for, like, special occasions. But Dave just, like, always has a roll of gauze in his back pocket. Because he likes helping people. Like I said, there's the door. There's the water buffalo. He raised Kai Cenat. I'm sorry, he's short. But, what else is there about Dave? Oh my gosh, Dave, he likes cheese. I think that goes to show how kind Dave is. Dave loves cheese so much. Like, it is unreal. Engines. Like, the engine. Like, no, Chrysler. Like, Chrysler. Like, how, when you think of cars and you think of Chrysler, you're like, oh, that's a reliable car. If I want a car and I want to be okay and drive the car and be okay and not die and not the engine not break, then you would probably say, yeah, Chrysler, that works. Cause, well, cause Chrysler is really good, like Dave. Cause Dave likes cheese. I'm guessing, I don't know this. I should probably ask him since I don't know it. But if I had to guess, this is a guess. So don't get mad at Dave because I might be wrong. So don't get mad at him if you don't like this cheese. Probably Colby Jack is a favorite, but it might like something like Gouda, sharp cheddar, or just cheddar. Ooh, he might like cheddar. I like cheddar. He definitely doesn't like American. I know some people really like American cheese. If I have to, I would eat it, but I'm sorry to disappoint any loyal American cheese fans, but I don't really like American cheese. Dave, I don't know, but if I had to guess, he also doesn't like it. But if you said you wanted American cheese, he would eat American cheese for you and give you American cheese. That just shows how much Dave cares, even in the world of food and Gordon Ramsay. And yeah, he still cares for other people. And I think that's really important in judging someone's character. Because if they're willing to do all that for someone they barely know, then I think that really shows signs of good, meaningful character and connection in life. Because if you can't do that, then doesn't mean you're a bad person, but it's like, oh, they wouldn't do that, but Dave would, because, Dave's just awesome. I don't know how to phrase it better, because Dave just is so inspirational and cool and fabulous and awesome, and he, like, whenever I'm trying to do something, whenever I'm working really hard on Happy Dance or some other dance, and then I'm like, dang, I can't get this, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I think of Dave and the time when he was in the forest and he was with some friends, and the friends dared him to find a magical bean, but the friends thought that magical beans didn't exist, so they were trying to trick him. And so then he showed up like 12 hours later after going into the forest and was like, guys, the forest people helped me find a magical bean, because the forest people are really like adapted and in tune with the forest, like if you kind of like if you saw like a hobbit or something like that, and they're like living in a hill, you knock on the door and they're like, oh yeah, I live here, even though it's a hill, not like an actual house. And you're like, oh yeah, they're really in tune with that. That's really cool. They can do all that stuff. Imagine that, except but make them tree people. Oh, kind of like Star Wars. Like in Star Wars, and Luke is a good person, and that's like that. Wait, yeah, Dave is like Luke, because Luke is a good person that, like, saves people, but he also kills bad people, so that isn't like Dave. But oh yeah, the Ewoks. It's kind of like an Ewok, but it isn't really like an Ewok. The Ewoks just live in the forest, so it makes a lot of sense to take them and then take not Dave, take take the forest people and be like, oh, they're kind of like Ewoks because they both live in the forest. But I think the Hobbit example is better because they're really, like, adapted to their whole environment with the, like, Hobbit holes in the plains. Like, not planes, like, flying planes. But, like, planes as in Plains, I think. Because, like, long open spaces. Like, but more like hilly plains. Because otherwise, the hobbits wouldn't really be able to make their houses. Because, I mean, if you just take, like, a really standard normal plains, like what I was referring to and thinking of, then it's just, like, pretty flat. There's basically no ridges or bumps or anything like that. I mean, there might be, like, one ravine somewhere in it, something like that. But there isn't really much there. No offense to anyone. There isn't a huge amount that is actually there. So, like, oh yeah, so because there aren't, like, the actual hills to dig out and get into, the hobbits wouldn't really be able to populate it. Because they actually need, like, those bumps and those places where they can carve out their little homes, like, get into like, get into the hole, actually make a house out of a hole, which is insane, by the way, because they could actually, like, just go into their house and just, like, take a chisel and chip away at that dirt, because they're so connected. They're so, like, in tune and so emotionally connected and granted wisdom through these, like, houses in the plains. Because it's like the Ewoks, because they're, like, living in the trees. And so the forest people are, like, they help Dave because Dave is just such a nice person. He probably gave them, like, some fruits and some nuts. And they said, oh, that's awesome. I was just looking for some fruit and some nuts. Bro, Dave, you shouldn't have. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Dave. And then Dave's like, oh, you're too kind. Don't thank me. It really wasn't a problem. It was really... that's really kind of you to say that, because it's just... That was really kind of you. That I really appreciated that. And I kind of needed it right now. So just thank you for that. Because, I mean, I really needed this. What was that? Oh, yeah, that's what the forest people would be like.